filthy glasses. It's a beautiful day. I'll show you outside now. While I clean my glasses. Here we go. It's a beautiful day. My leg's a wee bit sore today. It's just a tad sore, so I'm not going to push it and go anywhere today. But I will take you to the beach next week. I promise. We're off to the beach again next week. Today I'm just going to sit out in my chair and enjoy the sunshine. Bailey, good morning to you, lovely babe. Bailey, what a laugh I've been having with my mum and that. You can't take me and Sophie anywhere. We're going to talk about it. Let's talk. Let's thrash it out. Our skills at being tourist guides. What were we like yesterday? Celia, good morning, lovely Celia. Listen, I've been laughing my head off since yesterday. I've been laughing my head off. There's so many reasons why I'm going to go through them. Don't worry. Why I've been laughing. In fact, I'm just off the Skype to my mum. And me and her were absolutely decking it, which means laughing very, very hard, right? See, if somebody says, I was pure decking it, man. Just means they were laughing a lot, right? So, I don't even know where to begin. I don't know where to begin. I suppose I'll begin at the beginning. When we were on our way through. Right, now, as I said, I've ordered the wee fella some, what do you call it, bedding, right? And it's got nautical theme on it. It's got boats and stuff like that, nautical. And here on the way there, and we were talking about the wee spectral tarsiers, and I said, they've got big eyes, because they're nautical. And, in my brain, I thought, that doesn't sound right, nautical. And then I went, oh, nocturnal. So here, I've had the giggles thinking about these wee tiny monkeys on boats and stuff like that, nautical themed wee monkeys. You can't take me places, right? This is it. I try and have a decent conversation with someone, an intellectual conversation, and I say stuff like that all the time. It's just me. You just know me now. So I've been laughing at that, thinking about these wee nautical monkeys. Aye, the nautical ones. Can you imagine me talking to someone that a bigger brain than I do? Aye, they're nautical, all right. Oh, aye. Did you know they're nautical? I will see you learn something from me. You learn something. Stick around, I'll teach you more stuff. So that was the first thing. And then just listening to me and Sophie walking about that castle, right? Because yes, we're there to look, but we're not really tourists. Right, we're not really tourists. We're just there to look at the castle, right? We're not really, and the lovely glens down there. We're not really like that, right? We're there to pick the shit out of the place. Look at that. That's disgrace, that. And to look at that. That's an absolute nightmare, that. Look, somebody's going to kill themselves in these stairs. That's the kind of stuff that we're doing. And the best part is, when we didn't know that wee creepy woman was in the next room, do you remember that? There was a wee creepy woman in the next room. We thought we were the only ones there, obviously, because it was Mary Queen of Scots' bed. There's her bed right there, right? And there was a wee sign and it said, Mary Queen of Scots kept this area for, what was it? For special individuals, right? So me and Sophie had been naughty-minded. We were going, oh, aye, I bet she was. I bet she was. A few special individuals she had in that bed, eh? And I'm sure Sophie said something like, I bet she was getting rammed. I should be getting rammed in that bed, right? No, this is just the way we talk, right? It's just, and that wee woman just kind of, oh, hello there. Hello, like that. So as we walked through, right, I didn't know Sophie had walked away with yous, right? Sophie was away with yous. She left me to deal with this situation. Obviously, the woman's heard what we've been saying because we weren't quiet. We were going, oh, she's getting rammed rotten in that bed, isn't she? Aye. Smashing her face against that post. Right, we were doing all that kind of stuff. Anyway, Sophie walks away and leaves me to deal with this. So I deal with it great. I goes, oh, the architecture up here is absolutely second to none, isn't it? The architecture's fabulous in here. And we were just talking about how small the beds are. That's what. Oh, we weren't saying anything about rammed. We're talking about the beds are very small, aren't they? So you'd need to ram yourself in that bed, wouldn't you? Yes. I'm trying to cover up as much as I can. I'm trying to, oh yes, the architecture's absolutely amazing, isn't it? I was giving all that to the woman. Sophie, she's off, she's away with yous. Yous left me with her. Yous are away. I'm left with this woman after her hearing what we were saying about Mary Queen of Scots. Anyway, that's our tour guide. That's what we do. We like to go and pick things apart. Oh, aye, that's a terrible kitchen. Imagine being in. That's pure manky. That kitchen's absolutely manky, isn't it? Manky it is. Because we're no really tourists. We come from the area, so I don't know. I think it gives us the right to pick it apart. That's a scandalous castle, that. Hey, what'd you make of that? Filthy. Filthy castle, isn't it? Really, it's an absolute filthy castle. Look at that. Look at the well. And the lion, I'm going, who feeds a lion? A lion in Scotland? They're daft beeps. We were swearing. Absolutely dafties. Imagine bringing a lion to Scotland and having it. You know, we were doing all that yesterday. So I've been laughing and laughing, right? And then the piece de resistance was when we were in the car park. When we were in, after Sophie slagging the royal family, I'm sorry to all the people that love the royal family, by the way, on my daughter's behalf. It's just the way she feels, right? People are allowed to feel how they want to feel. But Sophie was giving it all that, right? And then we were in the car park, and I go, Jesus, look, it's Prince Andrew, I said first of all, right? Prince Andrew, he's in a lot of hot water these days. I don't think it was him. And then I changed my mind. Like, no, it's no. It's bloody Prince Charles. It's Prince Charles and Camilla, look, Sophie. And she's going, oh my God. And I'm going, oh my God, look. For us that were saying, oh, we don't like them. Nah, we're no royalists. Not, see the reaction for that car would have said something different, wouldn't it? It's Prince Charles. We were like, oh. I was that excited just because it would have to be the day that I went, wouldn't it? Something like that to go down. It would have to be the day that me and Sophie were there. I'm surprised whoever it was, a member of the royal family, didn't hear us slagging off the royal family like 10 minutes before, because that would have been perfect timing, eh? Oh, I wasn't saying anything bad about the prince. No. Oh, no, we love the royals, don't we? No, well, we love the royal family. You can't take us places, even castles. Even castles, you can't take us. You can't take us to castles. You can't take us to shops, obviously, that charge tourists way too much for bloody artwork and stuff like that. So there you are. Yesterday, no, I've been laughing. I've been having a wee chuckle all day yesterday and even this morning with my mum. Bailey, the weather is beautiful. I'm going to be getting out of my chair. As I say, my leg's a wee bit sore though today, so I'm going to be taking it easy and recharging the batteries, and then I'll take you to the beach next week. We'll go to the beach and that'll be fun. With Sophie again, what could go wrong this time? But that was it. That was just the perfect way to end that trip, wasn't it? That's the perfect way to end it. Look at the guy with the sword. I'm looking, look at this dafty. Look at this a-hole that's got the massive sword and all that. And then like it clicked on me. Oh God, he must be something, because we didn't even know it was the Queen's birthday yesterday. Sky. My beautiful Sky. Did you see a lot of French history, Sky? And there was a lot of French people there yesterday as well. Got a lot of French history in Stirling Castle, because Mary Queen of Scots was part French, so she was. But we'd been saying bad things. We were saying that she was getting rogered in that bed. The wee spooky woman. The wee spooky woman that was in the next room heard everything that we were saying. It was quite X-rated. But we didn't know there was anybody there. We were just talking as if we were talking in the living room. You know what I mean? Look at that bed. I bet you that's seen some action. We're saying stuff like that. Well, aye, that bed's seen some major action, that, eh? A 4-poster bed as well. You know what's been going on. Oh, God, what a laugh. We had such a laugh, though. It was hilarious. And then Sophie was having a wee sneaky puff of her vape that you're not really allowed to do, but a wee sneaky one. And there was a gas leak somewhere. I was like, I can smell gas. And she's soaking it up with this vape thing. I'm going, definitely smell some kind of gas leak. And she's going, I can smell the gas leak too. She's soaking on this thing like that. No, probably not the brightest matches in the box, I don't think. Sky. I know. We're going, look at that. Because it said Mary Queen of Scots reserved this room for our favourite people or something, something along the lines. So me and Sophie were going, oh, aye, 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 the bedroom, aye, your favourite people, we know exactly what's been going on there. Old Mary Queen of Scots has been getting it large in that bed. And Sophie said something about, aye, she was getting rammed, right? And then that wee woman looks at it like that, you know. Oh, hello there. How are you doing? Oh, beautiful morning, isn't it? Beautiful morning. Sophie just leaves me. She just leaves me to deal with it, Mum. Deal with it. And I did. I thought, oh, architecture's fabulous, isn't it? We were just talking about how you'd need to ram yourself into that bed because it looks a kind of short bed. I'm thinking, good save, Linda, good save. You'd need to ram yourself right into that bed to get a good sleep, wouldn't you? Yes, nothing dirty, nothing. We weren't seeing anything. No, we weren't being inappropriate whatsoever. This is just us, though, Sky. This is what we do. This is it. And all the army guys and security and all, people were going, there's an awful lot of army guys. Hey, look at all the security. There's loads of people going about, you know, in security saying stuff and that. And I'm going, that's. Sophie's going, I'm going, they usually hear this amount of folk. And she's going, I've seen some. But the more we were going, the more and more. There was more security and army guys and there was tourists at one point. I was like, look at all this, look at. It was like a candy store, I'm not going to lie. All these young people in their army outfits. I was like, oh, aye, that's my candy right there. You go and look at Mary Queen of Scots' bed. I'll stay here and watch these young lads with these cannons. We had no idea it was the Queen's birthday for one. And then Prince Charles or no Prince Charles, was it him? Who knows? I think it was. Sophie's like, nah, it wasn't him. Sophie it had his face. The man had his face. The face of, I don't think it was Prince Andrew who I first. Did you see some men in kilts? Yes, there were some men in their kilty cold bums. There was some of them stoating about. But the guy with the big sword, at first I was going, look at the big sword on him. Look at here's a guy coming with a massive sword. Look, what's that? What's he playing it? And then I went, it's Prince Andrew. And we're going, like that. And then, no, it's no Prince Andrew at all. It's the future king. It's Prince Charles and Camilla. Prince Charles, Well, like that. And about half an hour before we were going, we don't like the royals. Nah, never been a royalist. Have you, Sophie? Nah, I don't like the royals either. Nah, we're no like that. We're in the car, look at it's Prince Charles. See if anybody would have heard this. The security would have been like, the blue car there, lads, the blue car. Yep, two dodgy looking girls in it. Two dodgy looking girls in it. One of them's got pink hair. She's definitely a spooky bitch. You know, that's what they've been going on. But listen, we had a great time yesterday. What a great time. It was a laugh. It was a laugh for the minute that I said about the nautical monkeys. Right. It was an absolute hoot. And then after that, we went down to see the wee fella, and I got my granny cuddles. I was like, kissing right here on him, and he's doing some laughing and stuff like that. And his granny was smiling at him, and he was smiling at his granny, and I was like, you don't realise how much fun we're going to have together, wee fella. But I'm glad you got to see the men in kilts guy. Did you see the wee video that I done of us in the dungeon? Sophie keeps saying to me, why are you calling things dungeons? I don't know. I quite like the word dungeon. I don't know. It's like, Well, the place, she thinks it was a stable that we're in. We think having our lunch, there was absolutely no internet connection, not for me or Soph, so, because we were underground, we were in the dungeons as far as, I'm like, this is definitely a dungeon hen. She's going, Mum, it's a stable. And I'm going, no, but it looks dungeony. She's going, no, Mum, it looks as if there'd be a stable here. And I'm going, but hen, do you know how it looks like a bit like a dungeon? She's going, Mum, it's not a dungeon. Why is everything a dungeon when you... I don't know. Lisa, good morning to you. Do you know, Sky, I wasn't too keen on the sandwich because I never had my glasses right for one. So I just thought it was lettuce, tuna and lettuce and cucumber, which I would have loved. But it had rocket on it, and I'm not keen on rocket. Or spinach. And even when I took all the rocket out, I could still taste it. So it wasn't the sandwich's fault, it was mine. Sophie loved the sandwich. She had the same sandwich as me. But the carrot cake was amazing. I savoured every single bit of that carrot cake. It was just delicious. And my coffee was brilliant as well, so we enjoyed that. we enjoyed that. But there was a wee guy across us, and we're talking away about the whole Mary Queen of Scots and the bed incident and stuff like that. There's no shame. The guy must have been like that, looking at us. And I pull out the camera and go, "Hi guys, it's me again. We're down here in the dungeon and we're having our..." The guy's looking there like that. Sorry, pal, it's not the first time I've done that. You just enjoy your wee cup of coffee there, next sandwich. Oh, what a laugh though. We had such a bloody laugh yesterday. The Prince Charles thing though, I'm sure it was him. Sophie will say it's not, but in my brain, I think it was. And forevermore I'll be like, can you remember the time that we went to Stirling Castle and we seen Prince Charles? Whoever this guy is, right, I'll be like, here, I was compared to Prince Charles today. You were, yeah, because you've got to realise who's comparing you. Sky, we keep it 100. We keep it 100. Me and Soph. That's how we're a different kind of tour guide. We're a different type because we're not really tourists. We're just Scottish folk at a castle. That's what we are. Look at that. I was going, there's another dungeon. Right? She's going, Mum, it's not a dungeon, it's a well. I'm going, it looks like a dungeon to me. I was like, you could imagine people down in the dungeon. She's going, Mum, it's a well for water. I'm going, it looks a bit dungeony. It looks a bit like a dungeon. And then when we got to Amanda, she went, Mum, why is everything a dungeon with you? I was like, I don't know. It just looks like it. Hey, imagine that, Sky. I was like, look, it's bloody... Well, Prince Andrew at first, I thought, and then I was like, no, it will not be him. And then Prince Charles at the castle, that's what it was. I was telling my mum still thinks it was him. She was going, oh, it looks like him, because I showed her the footage. I was going, look, Mum, she's going, it is. She says, in fact, she says, I've seen Camilla wear that outfit before. I'm going, do you think it's Prince Charles? And she's going, no, aye, that's been who it is, Linda, it's Prince Charles and Camilla. I was like, see, wait to tell Sophie. Grand's on my side, hen. So I was going, Mum, it was, I'm going, was hen, it was definitely the face of Prince Charles, whoever it was, he had Prince Charles's face. She's going, but there'd be lots of security. Going, there was hundreds of security, there was security everywhere. Oh, what a laugh. It really was. And then the thrones, I mean, listen, they lived a good life, didn't they? And but saying that, I don't know if they did live a good life because they used to get fed to that poor lion. Do you know Mary Queen of Scots was 6'1"? Hey, I was saying to that wee creepy woman, I said, oh, I says, she must have been about the height of me, looking at the size of the bed. The bed looks rather small. And she said, the bed's actually a big bed. She says, it's just because the room's so spacious. I went, all right, I never thought of that, She went, Mary Queen of Scots was actually 6'2". And I was going, 6'2"? You're joking me. 6'2", Mary Queen of Scots. That's a big woman. That's a big woman. Who would have known? But there you are. How did you squeeze into that wee dovecot? I should have said that. Have you been to the dovecot? Well, yeah, I'm no more than you then. You've never been to the dovecot, clearly. So, oh, what a laugh. We had a great time. And I done my wee Highland fling for you and everything. No shame here, no shame. I am who I am. This is it. My hair, as I say, my hair might look a bit oily today because I've got my scalp treatment on it. I'll just put some more scalp treatment on it while I'm here. This is my scalp treatment and my squeezy nozzle. And then you just dot it on bits of your scalp. Like that. And it's a nightmare to wash all this off because it's quite oily. But I'll do it tonight when I'm in the shower. So I'll take you to a different beach on maybe Monday or Tuesday. I'm not sure, but next week definitely. Monday or Tuesday or something like that will take us to the beach. But I thought I better rest the leg today. Because I done a good bit of walking yesterday, so that was impressing me. I'm actually impressed with myself. I tell you, it's difficult watching on the cobbles. See, when you're walking on the cobbles, it's a bit tricky. So it's a bit tricky, but I done it. I never realised the castle was like that though, like a wee miniature city kind of thing. It's been years and years since I was there. The last time I was there, as I say, I was a wee girl. I was only a wee girl the last time I was there. I can't remember it being like that, but there you are. And seeing all the cannons, all the they'd have got shot. They could shot. Is that the word? They would have fired. Fired's the word. They would have got fired at 12 o'clock. Off that guy, whoever he might be, the guy with the sword. Oh my God, Sophie, look at that guy. Oh, it's worth watching again. If you haven't seen me and Sophie absolutely freak out with some. But our car must have been, people must have heard us for that. People must have heard us, round about the area. Look, what's going on in that blue car? Look at this. I should have run out of my autograph book. Can I have your autograph there, sir, whoever you are? I'll need to try and find out who that bloody was, because that'll, saying that, do I really want to know, or do I just want to keep thinking it was Prince Charles was there at the castle yesterday? What a laugh. I'm glad yous all came along. I'm glad yous are coming along for the ride. It's hilarious because I've got yous there and you can see the kind of stuff that happens to me everywhere I go. Stuff. Yes, guy. Well, this is it. Just be who you are. We are. As you've seen, we're just who we are. You know what I mean? We do our own thing, and sometimes our opinions. A lot of people might not like our opinions, but we're allowed different opinions. And like Sophie's an atheist, right? And that's what she wants to be. Then that's what she wants to be. But I believe in God. I'm a Catholic girl. I like to I pray at night and stuff like that. So. We've got our differences of opinion, but that's what makes the world go round. Differences of opinion. I don't shout at her for not believing in God, and she doesn't shout at me for believing in God. So we're all different. So this is it. This is what we're like. Gold Dust, good morning, Gold Dust. What a laugh yesterday, Gold Dust. I've been laughing since yesterday, actually. As I said, I was on the Skype to my mum. I was like, Mum, you never guess who we met yesterday. Well, we didn't meet, but guess who we seen. In fact, Mum, I'm going to let the video speak for itself. I wax the video on. I'm going, look. I'm going to Prince Charles. Yes, Lisa, she is very intelligent, but she's got a difference of opinion than what I do, but that's just what happens. I've raised my kids to have their own mind, do you know what I mean, with whether it's religion or anything else. And just because I like something doesn't mean they've got to like it. So even my football team, they didn't need to like my football team at all. In fact, Sophie's the only one that does like my football team. Saying that, I think Amanda's turning round to the green side of Glasgow. So no, I've never had my children, you must believe this and you must believe that. I've grown them up to have their own mind. So, but she speaks. She just says how she feels. So if there's no filter either, she just says it. Gold Dust, would you make us saying about Mary Queen of Scots getting rogered in that bed and there was a wee creepy woman in the next room listening to us? I was telling everybody, see, when we went in there, Sophie left me with you. Sophie walked away with you and left me to deal with the woman that's obviously heard us saying about Mary Queen of Scots getting it in that bed. Sophie's words were she was getting rammed in that bed, right? So I thought she's obviously heard that. This woman's heard the whole ramming. And I said, Victoria, good morning. I says to her, first of all, I went, the architecture's second to none, isn't it? I was like, look at the architecture. It's beautiful the way they've done all this architecture, isn't it? And I says, we were just speaking about the beds there and how tiny the beds look and how you'd have to kind of ram yourself into the bed to get into the bed at night. They're so small. Like that. And I thought, good cover. Good cover. So it makes her think, maybe I didn't think they were saying that, but maybe they were just talking about ramming in the bed, having to ram themselves in the bed. Because I could have done this as well. I went, you'd need to kind of ram yourself into that bed because it's so tiny, isn't it? Really, it's tiny. The architecture, though, is blown my way, actually, the architecture lady. Like that. I was like, good. I was like, I done well there. I covered that. You covered that nicely. Sophie, don't leave me in future. It was great though. Don't you think that I managed to? Go for girl. Good morning. I managed to salvage that, didn't I? Oh, we were just talking. Yes, yes. Did I mention the architecture to you? I think I did. I think that would be absolutely out of this. Who would know? It's gorgeous that the way they done that, and yes, we were just discussing the size of the bed, and it's a tiny bed. And you would need to one would need to kind of ram themselves in there to get in at night, wouldn't they? Because it's so tiny, like that. She was going, the bed's actually big, and I was going, oh, is that right? Sophie, the bed's actually quite big. It's a larger bed, Sophie. Sophie, get over here. So I don't leave. She's away with you. She's on her way down there. I'm like, oh, left with this one. This woman is just going, yeah, my cousin Mary, Queen of Scots. And I'm like, oh, is that right? I felt like saying, look, you don't need to look. In fact, I did say at one point, look, I'm from Glasgow. I did say that to her. Golfer girl, did you like the men in the kilts? I was more interested in the army guys, to be honest. I was more like, army guys, Sophie. Sophie's going, Mum, they're too young. I'm going, I'm allowed to look, Soph. Nothing against looking, having a good look. And she says, there's one your age. I went, oh, I would take him too. I would take him. Hi. Oh. Yep. It was there was good looking. There was good views yesterday. There was marvellous views, wasn't there? You can't take us, please. So say we critiqued the whole castle, didn't we? Now, tourists going to go, look at this, it's majestical and splendid, this castle, look at it. What's the history right here? Means over going, the cobbles are absolutely disgraceful, isn't they? You could break your neck on that. Look, you could break your neck falling down that stair there. That's a health risk right there. Look at that. That's a dodgy looking cobble. That's what you're like. Folk are going, oh, look at the cobbles, they're absolutely magnificent, medieval even. Look at them, they're fantastic. I've never seen anything like it. You're going, that's a disgrace, that. Look at it. It's shaky. I smell gas. You smell gas? I smell gas. That's terrible. There's a gas leak somewhere, everyone. There's a gas. There's a member of the royal family coming up there. There's a gas leak. There's a gas leak somewhere. Sophie's sucking on the vape. Like that. Oh. Anyway, see, it was a good day. What a laugh. Oh, what a laugh. That was amazing. I enjoyed it so much. And the best, well, we saved the best to last. After us slagging the royal family, like, I don't like the royal family. Do you, Soph? Nah, I hate them. I'm going to hate us wrong word, hen, but I don't like them, Mum. I don't like them either, hen. I'm not really a royalist, neither am I, Mum. Nah, we're not into the royal family. We're not into Prince Charles! Prince Charles! We're in the car like, caught up in the moment. I get that. I get caught up in the moment. It's Prince Charles. Our car must have been going like that. It must have been rocking like that. We always going like that, and for God's sake. I was swept up in the moment again. Swept up. Lisa, good morning. Good morning to you. Hi. I was taken over with emotion. I was taken, just taken over. Like, this is it. It's like the wee woman the last time when we went to that, and we're going, that's ridiculous, that shop, hey? £30 for that wee bunny rabbit. £30 for that. That's a rip-off. That's for the tourists, isn't it? That's for somebody who's going to pay that. You need to be out of your mind to pay for that. That's an absolute disgrace. And the wee woman comes out the shop, man, everything's in here's handmade. And I was going, oh, your stuff's fabulous. Oh, aye. Oh, Sophie, look at the wee rabbit. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, Sophie, there's a Highland coo there. Sky, that's what it was like. Prince Charles. Prince Charlie. Yes. Like that. The car must have been like that. I got to. Oh, that security too. Oh, that security. There'd been like a blue car in the parking lot. Blue car in the parking lot. Pink hair. The one with the pink hair. Tattoos and face. Oh. Elisa, that's what we were saying. Because it had a sign saying Mary Queen of Scots reserved our bedroom for was our most favourite people, right? So we're like code word. We've heard it before. That's code word, isn't it? That's code word for lots of punters. Mind, and we were going about going, aye, he was mad with the syphilis, him. We're walking about a place, there's other tourists, and we're going, aye, the king. And it's like echoing, aye, he was mad with the syphilis, wasn't he? Yes, mum, the syphilis got him right bad, didn't he? Aye, face falling off and stuff, aye. Who's mad with the syphilis? Aye, that king there. He's got it. The clap. Clap. He had the clap. So me and Sophie goes in there and it was like, oh aye, she was getting some in here, wasn't she? Oh aye, she's getting some in here. I was like, look, it's a 4-poster bed, it's got her face on it and stuff like that. And Sophie going, aye, she'll be getting rammed in there. And I was going, oh aye. And there would have been a fair bit of ramming, and then that wee woman poked her head in the corner and go, oh God. Aye, and Sophie just leaves me to deal with mum, deal with it, right, okay. And my first thing was, oh aye. I was looking at the beautiful architecture that we've got in the castle today, isn't it? It's absolutely fabulous architect. Second to none, the architecture. Yeah, Sky, that's code word, isn't it? That's code word. My bedroom's reserved for my most favourite people also. Most favourite people also is my bedroom. So that's like code word to us. Do you know, did you hear her? She went like that to me. She said to me, I went, oh yes, I says, and I see the jesters there. There's a picture of the jester. And she went, he was a spy for the king. And I was going, oh really? Sophie, a spy? He was a spy. The jester was a spy. I was going, oh really, a spy? And she went, yes. She says, there's an old Scottish word. And they used to say clipe. It was a little clipe. I was like, we still say that to this day. She's going, it's an old forgotten word. I said, it's not forgotten. I says, I've used that all the time. I says, I've said that about my daughter. You're a wee clipe, you. I says, but then again, I says, I'm from Glasgow. We like prefer the word grass. We prefer that word, but we still use the word clipe to this day. Listen, hen, don't be touristy with me. Don't look. Keep your part, hen. Keep your part. Yes, she was working there, Sky. She was dressed out. She was dressed out like Mary Queen of Scots herself or something. She kept talking about her younger cousin. My younger cousin, she's Mary Queen of Scots. She's a bit young just now, though. She's a bit of my auntie and stuff. She was saying all that, and it was all like Disney stuff. But, and then, I said to her, oh yes, I said, the bed is actually, we were just saying that in the next room. This is what you actually heard and not what you think, but that you would need to ram yourself in there, wouldn't you? You'd need to ram yourself into that bed because it is a rather tight space. I was thinking, Sophie's going to be dead proud of me. Sophie, hen, I managed to do it. I covered it up. Yes. Yeah, she was working and I was going, I still use that word. She's going, it's an old forgotten word. And I'm going, no, it's no. It's no, I know I forgot. We still use that word. She's going, but clipe is a very old. I'm going, we still use the word clipe. Don't know many times I said to her, no, we use that word clipe. I says, we still use it. I says, but then again, I'm from Glasgow and we use the word grass more like that. And she's going, yes, the jester. I'm going, Sophie, the jester, she's away. I'm trying to drag her back to Sophie. It was the jester. The jester's a spy. A spy like that. Get back here, Sophie. Help me out. I got us out the worst. Now get me out of this conversation. Grace, good morning. Did I say good morning and hello and how are you? Aye. So that was something. That was, and then see when we did get the cafeteria, I said to the lassie, I said, can I have the soup? And she went, it's not on till like 12 or something like that. I went, right, okay. I'm looking at the menu and it said like cheese toasties, and I was like, well, I kind of like a cheese toast. I says, but can I have a cheese toastie? We don't have them just now, not till like 12 o'clock. And I was like, right, okay. And I'm looking at the menu and Sophie went, what do you have? And she said, just the stuff in the fridge there. I was like, I went through that whole memory going, well, can I have a sausage roll then? No, we don't have the sausage roll. Right, okay. Can we have I'd have been through the whole bloody menu. Sophie went, what do you have in the fridge? The stuff in the fridge. Oh, right, right. Okay, so nothing here then, nothing. Right, got it. Grace, I'm glad you're doing good. It's a beautiful day here. Wait, I'll show you out the window. I'll show you out the window. Oh, look at this. It's nearly taps half weather. My wee birdies need fed, so they do. I need to get Peter to feed my birdies later. But Girl, thank you again for the tickets that we got to go into the castle. See, this is it, Sky. We show you the actual castle. See, we're not in the tour of the castle. See, that wee woman was saying, we don't give you that. We're going to mad. The kingy was absolutely mad with the syphilis. Mad with it. Mad with syphilis. That's the kind of thing everybody really wants to know, don't you? Oh, was he mad with the syphilis? Oh, aye. Syphilis, he got it bad, you saw that. I done some ASMR throne tapping. That's a first, I think, in ASMR world. I think maybe I've done a first there, ASMR tapping on an actual king and queen's throne. Tap tap tap, ASMR. Brilliant. It was so funny. And then the best bit was the last, especially because we've been slagging. Aye, we're no royalists at all. We don't like the royal family. It's Prince Charles. I said. Oh, it just shows you. You can't take us places. And people, and if there is a member of hold on a minute, a member of royalty coming, and I'm going, I can smell gas. Can you smell gas? Oh, a strong smell of gas. Somebody's got the gas, but some kind of gas leak bellowing through the hallways. There's a gas leak. Like that. For God's sake. Oh, listen, we'll have many more experiences similar because I think me and Sophie, we just speak what we think. There's no thinking and then processing and then speaking. It just comes straight to the brain, out the mouth, like that. Sky, I mean, we do things like that. I mean, I've done things like that certainly in other countries. Although I try to behave myself like on that bus with that Grand Canyon horseback riding. That kind of thing really pissed me off a bit, but I managed to. And the guy, he tried to charge me. The waiter tried to charge me. Do you know we're coming up to the anniversary? 3 years ago it was. I was in Croatia, and he tried to charge me £100 member for a cup of coffee. £100. Right, there was no gold leaf or nothing in it. There was no diamond sugar. £100. I looked at it because I'd worked out my what is it called? Kuna. Kuna is Croatian money is called the kuna. So I was looking at it and I was going, that's £100 right there. And he must have seen the look in my face like that, looking at it going, and the shake of the head from side to side, like, that's not going to fly that. I hadn't even touched the coffee yet, and I'm going, you know what you could do with the coffee? You can ram it right up his ass. That's what you could do. And the waiter came over, snatched out my hand, and went, no, just forget about that. Forget about that. I thought, you're right, I'm going to forget about that, pal. Nice try, though. See, some people in a holiday would just go like that with their card, swipe their card or whatever, right? But me being a broke bitch, see when I go on holiday, I put my money per day. Do you know what I mean? I've got my money per day. And if I don't use them all the money for day one, I transfer them to day two. If I don't use all that money, it goes to day three. That's the way I do my money, so that I know that I'm all right. That's the way I was in and I'm £100. I'm looking at the coffee and I'm thinking, this is just a normal cup of coffee. It's no like in a gold cup or nothing like that. Do you know what I mean? It's definitely no worth £100, that kind of coffee. And he seen me like looking at it and shaking my head, and he's no, it's okay. Aye, nice try though. Look, did I say I was from Glasgow? Aye, just you watch yourself, pal. You watch yourself. Incoming Glasgow kiss in a minute. And America, it was America with Peter. That's still, to this day, Peter's still called Brian. We still call him Brian from time to time, just for the kick of it. Brian, because when we went to Disney, and they said, what's your name? And he said, Peter. And they said, sorry? And he said, Peter. like that. And they went, right, we'll bring your pizza. And he went, a thin, crispy pizza, thin, crispy. Right, Peter, we'll bring your pizza out and all that. And we sat and we were waiting in the pizza. Brian, and we're looking about, who the hell's Brian? There's a pizza for Brian there. Like that. They come here and they go, Brian, your pizza. A big thick dough one like that. Me and my mum to this day call him Brian. We're going, Brian! How can you mix up Peter with Brian? It doesn't sound anything like. But there you are. And then the next night he took his student card down. And they said, what's your name? And he went, Peter, like that, and showed the student card. And they went, right, we'll bring it over. And then they went, Pierre. I was going, it's Pierre today. Is it going to be the tomorrow? They must have been, I don't know, they've been doing it on purpose. We're going, like that. Oh. No, see, this is it. Me and Sophie, especially when we're together, but it's like, there's nothing we won't talk about kind of thing. I would love that. Do you know what, Lisa, I've always wanted to do that, get a camper van, because there's so many beautiful places up north. And it would cost you a pretty penny. See if you go up north and into like guest houses and hotels and stuff like that, because it's all tourist money, right? We see people that stay in Scotland, we can't afford this malarkey, because they charge a fortune, and it's terrible. And it's terrible to people that are wanting to come into Scotland, you know, the tourists spots. But we get them, and especially that wee shop. I was going, that's a disgrace. Who's going to pay £30 for that? Not us. That I could get you a week shopping nearly. A week shopping that can get you. Oh, your stuff's lovely. Aye. See how we can switch it back like that. Oh, aye. Oh, you'd need to ram yourself into that bed, wouldn't you? Because it's so tiny. That's all we were saying. We weren't saying anything else. We weren't saying Mary Queen of Scots was having some. No. That's not as Sophie, get over here. I'm looking at Cornmay all the time, and she's away with yous, like, and I'm going, oh my God, then this woman just would not stop talking to me, and I'm going, aye, your cousin, aye, your cousin, Mary Queen of Scots is your cousin, right? Got it. I'm going, aye, got you now. She's your cousin's Mary Queen of Scots. Wee girl, right? Got it. 6'2". Love, sees and grass. Good morning. See, this is it. This is why we're not royalists either. If you listen to the live stream yesterday, you'll see us. We don't. I don't wish them any harm, right? But Sophie feels differently. But I'm not a royalist. I've never been. The only person I liked was Princess Diana. So I'm not that. But yesterday in the car, see, as soon as we were, it's Prince Charles, like that. I was more excited because I'd caught it in live stream. I was like, this is dynamite. This is absolutely dynamite footage I've got here. Unexpected dynamite, yes. You know, at that point, the whole, I don't like royalty, but now I'm just going, there they are, look. Because you don't expect to just see them walking about with their big swords, do you? You just don't expect that kind of stuff. But I might have known something would have happened while me and Sophie were out. I might have known something would have happened. Aye, we're the same. We're not into all of that kind of stuff. But listen, see if we had a wee camper van, that would be smashing. That'd be a laugh. Be able to take the wee fella as well. We could. I mean, and then you didn't need to worry about. See, round all the locks, they've got places that you can go in camper vans, haven't they? They've got wee places that you can stop your camper van. I'd love that. See, as long as there's like a bed, I couldn't sleep on the ground anymore. I couldn't sleep on the ground. See, Sky, you're allowed to like them if that's what you like. Everybody's allowed their own opinion. That's why me and Sophie had the kind of debate, let's say, when we went into the chapel, because I am a Catholic, and I do pray, and I do believe in God. And Sophie just does not. She doesn't believe in God, and she just doesn't like religion at all, really, because the majority of wars and things like that happen in the world is with religion and stuff like that. So she sees it for there, but I've always felt there's a higher power. So we have our debates. We have our debates, but I see that that's the way she wants to. She wants to believe, and she can understand that's the way I want to. What I want to believe in, and believe it at that. We don't try and say you're wrong not doing that, because that's not right. Everybody should be able to like who they like. It's the same as YouTube channels. I remember years and years ago, people used to be like, oh, you were watching somebody's channel that I don't like. I'm not sure about you now. Look, see if you want to watch another channel, watch another channel. It's Patrick, Mrs. Doubtwater knows her. Yeah. Aye. So I mean, if that's what he's like, that's what he's like. I'm not. I don't. If you like that, that's what you like. I just don't. I'm not a royalist at all. But you wouldn't have known it yesterday in the car. You'd have thought, my God, she loves all the royal family. Her, look at her. Look at them go. Listen to them screaming. Cars bouncing like that. In the Stirling car park, got security about to. The guy's going to be talking out of their jackets like that. Be about us. Aye, she's a dodgy looking character, but she's got a stick. Yep, tattoo face, pink hair, blue car. But I had so much fun. I really did have so much fun yesterday. But my leg's a wee bit sore. But I done a fair bit of walking in. I done stairs. And if you noticed, I've got to, see when I'm coming, especially downstairs, I can't bend my leg forward. So I've got to come down a stair at a time. Like that. That's the way I've got to do it. No, that's fine, Sky. If you like them, then you like them, then that's good. I mean, I'm not down anybody that does like them. There's a lot of people that really do like the royal family, enjoy the royal family, etc., etc. But I'm not. I'm just not one of them. But you, as I say, you wouldn't have known that yesterday in the car park, would you? You'd have thought she's a lifelong Charlie supporter. Her. But you heard us talking about our own the Scotland royal. We're going, oh aye, syphilis face, aye. Look, I hope we've not brought any ghosts home. Aye, the man with the syphilis, aye. Oh aye, his face was falling off. Falling off. He must have been at it with all the ladies and stuff, eh? Him. People are listening to us though, that's the thing. Yes, yeah, I loved Diana, but she seemed like a normal person, if you like. She was very down to earth and took her sons to McDonald's and on roller coasters and all this kind of stuff. She was different. I was devastated when she passed away, and I thought, well, we've all got our suspicions of how she passed away, haven't we? We certainly have. But what a great day. Thank you again, Golfer Girl. It was such a lovely thing that you done sending us there. And we'll talk about it a lot. It's another memory that we've got. Me with Sophie, and what a bloody laugh. See, we were telling it, we went up to Amanda's and we were telling Amanda was killing herself laughing as well. Because she's like, what the two of yous like? And I'm going, but that's just what happened to him. We'll just tell you what, it was Prince Charles again. Do you know, I like to see the weddings, and it's just pure nosiness because I like to look at dresses. It's like the Oscars. I don't watch the Oscars, but now and again I like to have a look at what they're all wearing. You know what I mean? Just to see us, just to complain. That's an absolute scandal. Look at that, £1 million. £1 million for that necklace. I wouldn't pay. You could buy that in Claire's for $250. That necklace, you could go to Claire's, ripped off there. £1 million for that. Who knows? You don't really know if it's diamonds, do you? That all goes through my brain, all that kind of stuff. Oh, aye, I mean, that, I don't know who told her to wear that swan dress. That's just an absolute, that's just terrible, that swan dress. And look at the dress, it's like a swan. That's the kind of stuff. I did like Meghan and Kate's wedding dresses. I thought their wedding dresses were beautiful. Diana, when Diana got married, it was... do you know, the designer, I've actually had quite a few conversations with the designer of, I don't know if I've told you this, Diana's wedding dress. And his name is David Emmanuel, right? And I'll tell you how I know him. It was back when I had just got diagnosed with cancer. And he was on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, right? Very posh guy. And I thought, I'm not going to like this guy, right? He's dead posh. And he was lovely. He was a gentleman and he was funny. And he was just a really nice guy. And it changed my view of him altogether. And it was him and his wife that designed Princess Diana's wedding dress. So he had a Facebook, and out of the blue, this was before I was even on YouTube, I knew that he had went through cancer, and he had got through cancer. I think it was prostate cancer or something the man had, right? But he was clear of cancer. He was clear of cancer. And he was on I'm a Celebrity and he was talking about his cancer battle. And I was bald at the time. I was going through chemo at the time. And the off chance I thought, I'm going to reach out to him. He will not reply to me. Of course he's not going to reply to me. And it was his actual Facebook thing. And I sent him a message saying, look, I'm going through it now. And it was really, really good hearing your story. And hearing that you've actually went through cancer yourself, and that you're better now, and that you've been telling people. And I did say, when you first went in, I was a wee bit, oh, this guy's very, very posh, and I don't know if I'm going to like him. I says, but my goodness, was I wrong? I says, you were an absolute gentleman. You've changed my view that it's the book's cover. What is that saying about the books? Never judge a book by its cover. All that do you know? I spilt my guts and told him about the breast cancer and everything like that. I wasn't expecting anything in return, and he replied to me, and I couldn't get over it. And I was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe he's replied to me." And he's talking away about the cancer and everything like that. And I sent back, I can't believe, and I was like, oh my God, I said, you've actually given me a boost. I can't believe that you're talking to me. And I think it must have been about 3 or 4 correspondence that I had with him. And I wasn't after anything. I wasn't after the man's money. I wasn't after any designer dresses. I wasn't after anything. I was just wanting to talk to him. And it was just so nice. And he spoke to me when I was at a very, very low point. And that day it gave me a wee boost. And I was like, can you believe that? And you know what I'd done? I went up to one of these shops and I bought myself a scarf that he designed. And I used it as a head wrap. And I sent him a wee picture and I went, David, I had to buy your scarf and put it on my head and walk about wearing it. And it was gold and black. I've got pictures here. I've got gold and black headscarf that I'd bought for his designer range. So there you go. So I spoke to him. He designed Lady Di's, but back in the 80s, that was the fashion. Even my wedding dress was like a big poofy kind of thing, big dress like that. Love sass. That's what we were saying, that the king, I can't remember what king it was, but the king that was in Scotland at the time, it wasn't Robert the Bruce, but somebody else. It syphilis, so we were like, his face was falling off, wasn't he? Going, yes, Mum. Syphilis up to his neck, and people are like looking at us. What's going on over there? But who said syphilis? Hold your ears, children. See, look, this is it. You take us places. You can't take the Glasgow out. The girl is the same. And then we go to Kilmarnock, and people are frowning at me. I bought a bottle of wine at this time. Get you back to Cumbernauld, you. Bloody bringing the place down, huh? So I'm going to get my chair out, guys, and I'm going to sit outside. And I'll be back tomorrow. Is flavouring day, so be prepared. Like, I'm just going to tell you right now, some of yous may get texts from me. Some of yous I will be sliding into your DMs just to tell yous that I love you more than just a friend, actually. I've actually had a big crush on you for a long, long time. I'm a lover when I'm drunk. What can I say? I love everybody too much. So have a wonderful day, everybody. I'm going to give you a big kiss now, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Mwah.